If you think excessive antibiotic use is at the root cause of your gut and other health problems, you're probably right. In my experience, it's the trigger about 70% of the time. Welcome to this presentation on antibiotics and their effects on the microbiome, where you'll learn information that you'll find nowhere else. The bottom line, when antibiotics kill off too many pH, oxygen, antibiotic-sensitive butyrate-producing health promoters, the dynamics of the microbiome dramatically change to favor opportunistic pathogens. While the conventional medical community is concerned about antibiotic resistance, understandably so, I'm focused on antibiotic-driven dysbiosis, which affects many millions more people. I know this is a sensitive topic, as we tend to view antibiotics as essential in every emergency, and doctors practice CYA medicine because they don't want to get sued. But studies show some 30% of these prescriptions are unnecessary, and it could be argued more than that. We're always so concerned about things in the short term, but don't consider the long-term repercussions. Fear tends to outweigh logic, but consider this presentation and at least you'll be armed with more information than anyone else you can bump into. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Instagram and Facebook as The Microbiome Expert. We begin with this quote from this 2024 paper, which states, quote, "A large body of epidemiological, interventional, and experimental evidence shows that exposure to antibiotics has long-term negative effects on human health." These authors are saying the same things that I'm saying, and by the time we're done, you'll understand the connection better. And if you're familiar with my videos, this next quote from this review will ring some bells. My focus is on the root cause, in this case, chronic inflammation from the gut caused primarily by excessive antibiotic use. I want to bring that dysbiosis back into balance. I don't focus on killing. I focus on nourishing the health promoters who have been sidelined because the gut environment no longer is in their favor. And who are these crucial health promoters? They have names like prausnitzii, Eubacterium, Roseburia, Ruminococcus, and Eubacterium. If you're familiar with my videos, you know these names well by now. These butyrate-producing bacteria don't exist as probiotics. You have to intelligently feed them the fuels they love so they can overcome the environment controlled by the opportunistic pathogens I'm always talking about, who have names like E. faecalis, F. nucleatum, Klebsiella, Veillonella, and E. coli. From this figure, you can see a clear drop-off in the good guys and a clear increase in the bad with antibiotics. However, you can see both rebound to varying degrees following antibiotics discontinuation. This is common, that the microbiome can generally handle a round of antibiotics once in a while and more or less recover in a month or so. Now, one round of antibiotics in all likelihood is not going to drive disease. The data shows this. But multiple rounds, especially in succession, will alter your microbiome for the worse. Take the time to read the text box to the left, which is very important and highlights a key principle I frequently mention and helps explain why you are reacting to more and more foods and other factors within your environment.